Good morning. So we got this C300 in today. We're going to be doing some brakes on it. Right now I got it open and hooked up to the computer. I'm just scanning it to check out some codes that they was experiencing earlier. You see the brake pad wear sensor is on because it needs some brakes. Front rotors, kind of hard, but you can see how they're all grooved. We're going to get into new rotors and pads up front. And then the rotors in the rear are still good. So we're just gonna do some pads in the rear. So pretty simple, just some maintenance, but something that's important because you need to be able to stop. Right now I have the car hooked up to the computer. I'm just running some tests. It had like a little evap code that was stored. So I'm just running some tests on the fuel tank to make sure that it's holding pressure and there's no evap leaks that we got to worry about coming from that. But over here we got the brake rotors that are going to be going onto the car. Again, that gray paint is just for the protection of the rotors while they're being shipped and whatnot. So I'm going to finish up with this testing and whatnot and get the car up in the air, and we can start with the brakes. Once I'm done with this little test that we got going on, hopefully everything checks out fine and it's not nothing to worry about. But yeah, I'll report back in a minute. So just running some more tests because the evap test came back that there is a small little evap leak. So right now it's just testing out the activated charcoal canister to make sure that it's holding pressure and isn't leaking anything out. So about 50% done with this test. See what it says when it's done. But worst case scenario, I'm thinking maybe the charcoal canister is having issues, so you might have to replace that, but we'll know better once this test is completed. So that test is all done. You can see that it's saying that the tank pressure should have held and not dropped more than 5 of the HPA. Not sure what HPA stands for, sorry about that guys, but shouldn't have dropped more than 5. You can see it dropped 7.4, so there is some type of pressure leak going on with that. So like I said, it's probably the charcoal canister that needs to be replaced. Check is not okay. So this will go into a whole nother test for that, but at this point it's safe to say that the charcoal canister is what the issue is. So I'm gonna let him know, see what he wants to do. It's not a serious issue because it's just an evap. It's not really going to cause the car to run any differently. This one was just a stored code, meaning it's not current. So at some point it picked up the leak, and I'm sure again it will trigger it again at some point too. Hopefully it won't, but being that it does have a little bit of a pressure drop in the fuel tank, I would say that, you know, it's a slight leak, but it's not something that you'd have to be worried about. I'll just watch it. If it does come back again as a check engine light, then we'll know that we got to go into the charcoal canister. So yeah, I'm gonna get the car up in the air now, and then we can get on to doing the brakes now that that whole little diagnosis for that is done. Alright, so we got the car up in the air. I'm gonna start taking the wheels off, take this front tire off, pull the wheel and tire off, and then I'm gonna go to this side too and do this wheel tire. Once I got it off, I'll give you guys a little bit better look at it so you can see what I'm looking at. Alright, so I got the wheel off. So you guys can see the old brakes. You can see how the rotor, the little grooving from the pads. Pads looking kind of low, probably like 5–10%. Check out this other side. I don't know about you guys, but I hate these toe hooks. That shit fucks my knee up every single time. I know somebody else has had to have the same thing happen where you fucking walking and you don't see that thing, and that shit will fuck your day up. But yeah, these are the other brakes. On the other side, you can see the rotors, the grooving in them. But I'm gonna start popping them off, getting everything taken apart, and then I'll let you guys see what it's looking like underneath all that. You see the H&R springs we put on here a while ago, probably months ago, probably 6 months maybe, but still chilling where we left it. Got the right height looking good. Not bad for a C300, right? But yeah, if you guys want your car sitting right, H&R Springs, that's what I always use. So it took a little minute, but got everything apart. You can see the brake caliper just hanging out right there. So everything on this hub looks good. Sometimes I gotta clean it up, but luckily this hub is like nice and clean. Rotor came off smooth, so best case scenario so far. This passenger side, this is where I'm at. I'm about to start busting this out and taking it apart. So I'll report back to you guys in a minute once I got everything taken off this side too. Alright, so we got everything back together finally. Took a little bit of time because I had to go back to the dealership to get the right brake pads. They gave us the wrong ones, but with the new ones on there, the right ones, you can see everything's fitting right. Show you this other side real quick. I'm about to throw the wheels back on and put the car back on the ground so I can get started on the rear. Luckily the rear we only got to do the pads, so it shouldn't take as much time, but as of right now we got everything looking good so far. So yeah, I'm gonna throw these wheels on real quick and then I'll report back to you guys once we got the rear all opened up. Alright y'all, so this is on the passenger side. I just barely finished it up. The driver's side is already done. I put it back on, but I just wanted to show you guys this side before I throw the wheel back on. Like I said, the front we did the rotors and the pads. This one we only had to do the pads, thankfully, because the rotor wasn't messed up. You can see that it's still smooth. It ain't got no lips or anything like that, so it shouldn't have any vibrations. But yeah, everything's done and complete, smooth. So I'm gonna throw this wheel back on and it should be good to go. Whoa!